Alright, time for another Vintage Cube draft, and we opened decent stuff. There's Blue Signet, there's Exhume, there's Inkwell Leviathan, there's Gaia's Cradle. Of these, I like Gaia's Cradle and Exhume, because I like doing busted stuff in the cube. You guys know this by now, you guys and gals. Zori Signet is really fair, but the Signets are really good, especially the blue ones. Mono green, so a lot of people can fight over it, especially with me passing this bird. It wouldn't be a huge signal, but I think I could just take the Exhume here. I do like Reanimator a lot. It's not very powerful. Could also take Inkwell Leviathan. I think I'll take the Cradle. I think that's the most powerful card in the pack. Okay, Emrakul is a nice follow-up to that. There's also Reanimate and Control Magic. There's also this Wheel of Fortune. I could just take this Emrakul and maybe we could try to play the Channel deck. Maybe wheel the Garrett Wildspeaker. Unfortunate that we passed 2 Reanimator spells. Maybe we just aren't going to get there, but I'll take the Emrakul. We could try to draft a really big green deck. Okay. There's Tooth and Nail, which is a nice pairing with Emrakul. You can put them on the battlefield, which is pretty sweet. I think I'll take Tooth and Nail. Okay, there's this Ulamog, there's Battlesphere and Llanowar Elves. I think Battlesphere is pretty sweet. Llanowar Elves is definitely something we want with Cradle. But we don't necessarily have to play green. And Battlesphere is nice. Goes in a lot of different decks, so I'll take the Battlesphere. So we have a lot of big spells and then a land that generates a lot of mana so far. Leroy Jenkins. Okay, Freyalise is good. Oh, that's a late Glenelendra and also a late Eidolon the Great Rebel. I cannot believe Glenelendra went this late. Isn't that kind of a signal? I hate not playing all these. I don't know if I can abandon blue at this point, or green rather. I think I'll take the Freyalise. I actually like Freyalise quite a bit. Being able to destroy artifacts and enchantments is nice. Making 1/1 dorks is synergistic with Gaia's Cradle. You can draw a lot of cards off of the -6. I've passed a lot of blue already, control magic and stuff, so I don't think I need to go dip into that. Okay, well there's a Grave Titan, there's a Flooded Strand, there's also a Tribe Elder and Den Protector. I'm going to take the Tribe Elder. I could also take this Atarka as like a red splash for the green deck, but I think settling in on a Tribe Elder is fine. And we're just going to try to go mono green at this point. Okay, there's Sphinx and Elder. We don't want Sphinx right now. Elder's what we want. It's not great, but I'll take it. Otherwise, this pack is okay. Okay, well here's another Ulamog. There's not a lot of green in here. There's Sword of War and Peace, which is one that I don't like. I think I'm going to take the Ulamog, and then just that'll be all my big creatures that I would need. Okay, there's Ancient Grudge that is good. I could splash red for it, and since I'm base green, I could like bring it in on the sideboard possibly. Could also play Slumbering Falls as blue splash. I already have Fraley's. I think I'll just take the Lumbering Falls, just in case I splash blue. Okay, Managorger, Hydra, wheeled, as did Wasteland. I think I'll just take the green card. Just put all these fatties together, as well as a way to cast them. Okay, Master Wield. That's a good sign. I think it's pretty clear now that we're going to be green. Lightning Greaves is nice with Emrakul. Traverse is a way to, if we hit Delirium, get any creature. And Protector Wield. Red's open. That's usually the case. I've actually thought about just forcing mono red a couple times. I didn't force it when I drafted it a little while ago. I pivoted late in pack 1 and still had a really solid deck. Alright, that Wield. Get that Cradle out of here. We'll play it, obviously. Just putting it over here so that I can keep my playable track of that. Alright, well, we got a green piece of power, which is good. We also have the Survival, which I really hope wheels. And based on what we got in pack 1, I think we will wheel this. There's also Show and Tell. This is a solid pack overall. Just going to take the Emerald, though. And hope to wheel at least something out of that pack. If we don't hit the Survival, then hopefully we hit one of the other ones I mentioned. Time Walk. That is worth the blue splash. Thragtusk is pretty good, so is Primal Command. I think I'll take the Thragtusk. Could take the Deathrite Shaman, but I'm probably not going to be running a lot of fetch lands. I hate to pass this Time Walk, but I'm going to take Thragtusk. Thragtusk over Time Walk, right? Okay, well this pack is just awful. All these lands, it's just a very poorly distributed pack. I'll take the green fetch. It's possible that we could get like a Lotus Cobra or something. I think that's better than taking anything else. Looking for more dorks, though. Somebody took my Llanowar Elves. Eureka. That's a good one. There's also Heartbeat of Spring, which is really nice. But I think Eureka's what we're going to be with all these fat cards. Just take the Eureka. Eureka's great. It's all like Show and Tell, except it can be more dangerous. Okay, there's a Nissa, and that's really it for us. We're not really looking to play Porcelain Legionnaire or anything like that, so we'll just take the Nissa. It's a nice ramp spell. If it survives, we get untapped 4/4s with it, and then possibly Tooth and Nail. Okay, there's Genesis Wave and Reclamation Sage. I like Genesis Wave quite a bit, but it's possible that I just want the Sage to try to pump out the unfair decks, like decks that go like turn 2 Animate Dead. I can Reclamation Sage. Genesis Wave is really good, but I think we're pretty stout as is, even without the Genesis Wave, so I'm just going to take the Sage. Green creatures work really well with Freyalise, and early drops also protect Nissa. Fauna Shaman, well, Oath of Druids isn't really for us. Fauna Shaman's really good though. It really helps us out if we miss on that Survival of the Fittest. Lightning Greaves of Eureka is pretty sweet. Because you can, if you sneak out the Emrakul, you can equip it up. That's kind of cool. Only thing that's in here is Verdurous Gearhulk, which I keep saying this and I'm going to say it again. I'm not really sure why it's even in the queue, but it'll go in my deck for now. I'll try to find an excuse to take it out. Sweet Survival Wield. Slam that. And Primal Command Wield. Well, this is a good sign. This tells me that we're in the right stuff. Unfortunately, we haven't had any mana dorks. It might just all be on the third pack. Unless somebody's cutting us, but that just doesn't make any sense with us getting all these green cards so late. I'll take this. It's the only green card in the pack. Heartbeat of Spring, too? Okay. Yeah, green has to be open, and we just get all our dorks in the last pack. I'll take Seething Song. Empty the Warrens? Sure. And Desecration Demon. Alright, let's try to hone in on some dorks in this last pack. Natural Order. I don't really have anything to get with it though, unfortunately. But it's the only thing in this pack for us. Like, I don't have a big fat green card like a Woodfall Primus or Progenitus yet. Green Sun Zenith, Sword of Body and Mind, and a Mox Ruby. Huh. Well, this sword is pretty good. Good synergy with Master of the Wild Hunt too, because it makes wolves. I just don't know how I can pass Mox Ruby. We're trying to do unfair things with this deck, like cast all these fat cards. I don't think we're going to try to play fair with these swords. I'll just take Mox Ruby. Allows us to cast Natural Order as quickly as we can. Where are all of our mana dorks? I think I have to take Oath of Nissa. Beast Within is a nice way to get rid of things that green typically has a tough time getting rid of. But I really need early plays, so I'm going to take the Oath. Alright, there's Garruk Relentless and there's Courser. I don't know where all our dorks are going. I don't know how I'm getting all these green cards but no dorks. It's befuddles in my mind. I'll just take the Courser. We did see Llanowar Elves in Pack 1 in the Birds of Paradise. Those are the only dorks that we've seen. So someone's cutting our green for dorks for whatever reason. I'm not sure why they would use them outside of this deck. We need some form of fast ramp. It also plays Through the Breach and Splash Red, but we have this Mox Ruby, so it's worth looking into, but I'm just going to take the Signet. Through the Breach, if we splash, we have a red fetch too. Sure. We might have to. Without getting those mana dorks, we might have to go splash red. Which would give us an excuse to play Seething Song. Guess we take the Searcher tomorrow. It's kind of a one-drop dork in some ways. I don't know where all our dorks are. Guess I'll take the Conclave Naturalist. Currently have Search Tomorrow and Tribe Elder to get red. Lotus Bloom is interesting. I think we have enough artifact and enchantment hate. I'm going to take the Lotus Bloom. Allows us to get the Tooth and Nail faster. Gives us red mana for Through the Breach if we need it. Could take the Pithing Needle. Could also take the Copter. Kind of like Copter in decks like this to help smooth out draws. Take a Copter. Progenitus Wield. Good. Very good. Take a Mana Confluence for red. Could also take the Nykthos. I have a lot of green creatures. I have Oath of Nissa. Currently have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take the Nykthos. I think I have enough red potentially. Sneak attack. Mind if I do? Do not mind if I do. So we don't have any mana dorks. We got a Chrome Mox. And we have a Hell Rider that we're not going to play. Red was wide open, as is usually the case. We won't play the Skewer Hulk, too fair. Probably won't play the Chrome Mox. Probably won't play the Lightning Greaves. We will play this Through the Breach and the Sneak Attack. Probably won't play the Naturalist main deck. Maybe not play the Battle Ball. I like Battle Ball though. Probably take out the Den Protector. Take out Traverse too. Well, Traverse is red, so Traverse is 1. Tribe Elder's 2 red. Search for Tomorrow is the 3rd. Yavimalo is the 4th. And then we have Wooded Foothills is the 5th. And then the 6th is the Mox Ruby. So we have enough red to where I'm comfortable playing these two. I also have this Lotus Bloom. I think Managorger Hydra might be a little bit too fair. I feel like we're trying to do busted things with this deck. Take out the Copter. Maybe I was wrong about that. What else? Maybe we do need to cut a fatty. Like maybe Freylease isn't actually that good for us. We could cut Freylease. Gives us 15 lands, 15 sources, plus the Mox Emerald and Mox Ruby, so we need to cut a couple more. Let's cut the Hydra and the Lotus Bloom. I think we have enough fast effects between Mox Ruby and Mox Emerald. We play the Cradle and the Foothills. Then we can add 1 mountain, actually 2 mountains, and 11 forests. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 green sources and then the 2 red here. So I could like sneak attack and then activate it at the same turn. Seems fine. Let's try it.